Canary Islands.
Nice.
And
Lovely. Okay. Okay, guys, we're live. Welcome back. So here we are in Quito. How fast we can move from Vigo, Spain to Quito, Ecuador. Amazing. Right, with me here, Zilend. Hello.
Good evening.
Jeremiah.
Good evening, pilots.
And always, Brenold here as well. Hello, Brenold.
Good evening, everybody.
So, in case you're wondering, we're not on live weather. The reason being is that live weather is horrible and we will not be able to do the approach into our destination that way. So we decided to switch today. It's one of the very rare cases we do that, but today we just had to switch to some own weather. But here we go. Right. So yeah, Quito. We arrived here not too long ago. Very interesting approach. And somebody's just landing, but they're coming from the other way. Interesting.
Yeah, it's the correct way because we have the wind from the south.
Okay. Yeah, but we approached the other way because that's the valley that we saw. Right. So yeah. Okay, so we're departing the other way around. Okay, interesting. And Snark, hello, welcome back. So let's see. I'm not sure. Is the chat working? Yeah, it seems to be working. Fantastic. Cool. Alrighty. So yeah, lots of people joining. Look at that. Lots of people joining. Wonderful. So I'm going to go and check the charts in a second so that we know what we're up to in at the destination. So should I look here? Time? What time is it here now? It's 18:17. So let's go 18:30. Quick preparations. 18:35. That's fine. 18 minutes. We can do that. Nicolas, good evening. Right, mass and balance. Let's load the aircraft and let's do instant. That is loaded. So let's have a look at the flight plan. We have 57.4, zero fuel weight. Flight time, 27 minutes. Lol. Hey, Organ.
Welcome aboard the Captain.
Organ, you just landed in Vigo. How was the approach? Hope it was nice. Thanks for joining, Organ.
Make your way to the first class cabin.
It's only 30 minutes flight, under 5 hours drive with the car.
Yeah, that's true. Ed Force 5, hello to you.
Hello, BB and chat.
Hello to you, Ed Force. How are you? 82 months. Good God, such a long time. Thank you very much. So much appreciated. Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, we have a short flight time, meaning we're going to climb to level 200 only. And the weather, yeah, we're going to ignore the weather. Weather will be fine. So let's have a look at the charts. So Brenold is planning for the approach. Which one was it?
The X-ray, I guess.
So approach.
VO X-ray 220.
X-ray 20. There it is. Let's deselect all the other charts here. Don't need those. Yeah, there's another airport in the valley. You said VOI X-ray, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not, okay.
But
so
if you like, you can do a manual circling.
Always up for challenges. So let's have a look. Circle to land onto runway 02. Not authorized west of the airport. Well, yeah. Guess why?
Because of the mountains.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, there's a mount. There's a antenna or something, or some obstacle there, and extreme high terrain. But okay, I'll take the challenge. Yeah, we'll do a circling approach 02. Anybody else who's up for it? Let's do that.
Yeah, I will try as well.
So let's have a look at the airport elevation. Because it's a short flight time, guys. I'm going to go with a briefing before we depart, because otherwise it's just going to get messy during the flight. So it's probably a good idea to already set up everything. AZ, hey. Organ had a bit of crosswind. I didn't notice much crosswind, to be honest, but yeah. But you were in X-plane, so maybe that's why. Right, so we're going to come down, step descends down, final descent at 4 miles, and we descend down to the circling altitude of 5,000. So actually, we literally stay at the 5,400 there for the circling, which means that puts us at 1,800 feet above the airfield. And you know our crude rule of thumb for the circling, where we have 3 seconds for every 100 feet. So outbound, it would be 54 seconds from a beam to threshold before we then turn base final. And
how again does the break off angle work?
Well, I mean, what I do, Brenold, I usually aim for about 2.5 miles offset.
And how do you do that?
I take the... You flying the 320 as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I do is I put the EFIS selector to nav mode.
Yeah.
Because then you have a full circle. And then I put the need distance ring to 10 miles.
Okay.
And so then the inner dashed circle is 2.5 miles. And so I go with the heading so that the runway is then touching that 2.5 mile circle. And that's how you know that you're 2.5 miles offset.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I also could do a fixed info with a 2.5 mile circle around the runway's beginning.
Yeah, that's also good. That's also a very good idea. Yeah.
And I need a extended center line for the approach runway.
You can do that as well, yeah. Anything that helps in that regard? Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why aren't my shortcuts not working? Bravo throttle quadrant. Did I set that to FENIX? Yeah. Camera. Cockpit camera. Yeah, it's all there. Did they all reset? That's a bit annoying. Okay, quickly have to save those. Give me a second, please. Alright, that's going to be that. And then we want number 3 here. Number 4. Hey Lorith, A319 has much energy for its own good. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a bit slippery. The engine is very powerful for that small aircraft, so yeah, that is true. So that's going to be 6. Oops, missed. Just pressed the wrong button there. 7. And let's do that again.
Oh, Airbus 380 landing.
What, really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Other way, or? Oh, it landed.
Yeah.
GG's. Well, I mean, Quito's alright for that, I guess.
Yeah, we're on the runway, 4 kilometers or so.
Is it, hey Nicholas, is it allowed to do visual separation with terrain on break-off? Yeah. You mean for the circling? Yeah. I mean, circling approach is then a complete visual approach, which means you have to separate yourself from the terrain.
Have you ever done visual circling approaches in your career, in real life?
Yeah, I had to do one for my captain's training.
Oh,
In,
what for training, but not in real
No,
time.
so afterwards, once I was qualified, so we did the circling in Katowice at 30 knots crosswind, which was very exciting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I absolutely nailed it, but I think that was more luck than professionalism. So, yeah, but I that was scary. 600 feet above the ground in a jet, in such a big jet. I mean, well, a 737, but still, I mean, you know, you're not used to flying over the ground at 600 feet in a like 30-degree bank angle. That is just something you do not do very often. And so, yeah, that was very impressive. Not gonna lie.
Is this even legal?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be flown. You could fly that with a 787. We did simulator training, circling approaches in the 787 in like 800 feet.
Oh. Okay.
Oops. So I think we've already put in the weights here. So KTOM, and then it was directly to boards. Let me just... get the overlay working as well. Right, now the overlay should be working. Fantastic. And so we're flying from KTOM direct Papa Alpha Victor, correct? Yeah. And then we fly the approach. Departure was so we're departing towards the south. So 18. And it has a Keto 4. The departure route that you've quoted, Brennel, I don't find that.
We will depart direction north, runway 36, I guess.
Yeah, but 18 is in use at the moment.
Yeah, we have manual weather, so we can use whatever we want.
Okay.
And my planning was runway 36, and the KTOM 3 Bravo is for 36.
Okay.
And you have almost no departure routes for runway 18.
Yeah, just the Keto departure there.
Because you depart directly into the terrain then.
So X-ray 20, approach via Papa Alpha Victor. Fantastic. That's inserted. Cool. Secondary, copy active. RatNav, just put Keto in here. So that's all done. Performance. Now let me have a look at the... Have I been to Ajaccio in real life? No. I wish I had. So there's a couple of airports in Europe that I haven't been to, which I would love to have flown to. Yeah, Chase Plane, it's gotten quiet with Chase Plane, hasn't it? So I hope they're still on track with it. So let's do loading. So we got 57.2. At 31.5. Lock fuel 5 tons.
Let's go, Jeremiah. Waiting for you. Let's go.
Could you maybe fly the departure using only nav display on the VOR? Nicolas, I think I did a arc approach. It was on the Ecuador tour, I think, like 3-4 weeks ago. And I even switched to raw data indications. So here today, let me just look at the chart in a second. don't know if that's a pure... so that's a 3 Bravo. It's not an ARC. It's not nothing you can do. It's not referenced to a VOR or anything. That's just a programmed RMP RNF. Captain Wilke, it's a European West server. European West.
I'm trying my luck. I'm going on live weather and currently
Oh.
it's been getting better.
Okay. So 18025. Well, Kato, Brennel 200 is too low. We need to get up to 250 at least. For the departure route.
For cruising altitude?
Yeah, well, departure route, it says Kato 250 or above.
Okay.
So we'll do that. Maybe we have to do some speed brakes coming back down again. Who knows? Yeah, cool. Captain Wilco, yeah, do so. Always happy for everybody that joins the flights. Navigraph performance. So departure performance. Sync the final load sheet. Sync. Oh, actually, weather is it's not live. Let's have a look here. So it's 1013. Oh no. So here we got 15 degrees out, so 1013, and the wind west. Okay, so that's variable. That is good, and we've got Quito, runway 36, dry. Optimum config. Toga no, anti-ice no, packs on, takeoff weight 62 tons. Is that correct? Yeah, 62 tons. And let's calculate that. Send that to the MCDU. So we have flex 52, flap 1, and good speeds. Fantastic. Right, that's everything completed. Let's see what kind of infos we have here. NADP 1, so 9410 and acceleration 10920. Engine out is in 9500. Cool. Brennel, do you remember the flight we did the other day? A couple weeks back, where we flew there was a VRR approach and I flew that raw data. I think it was near the coastline.
Yeah, but I don't really know which one this was.
Okay, let me find that, because I explained everything there while I was flying it.
Was this in Ecuador tour or in a other one?
I think it was Ecuador tour, yeah.
It was the Ecuador tour.
Yeah. But you don't remember either the airport, correct?
That's correct.
Hmm. So we'll find it. Don't worry, we'll find it. So smart cars, don't forget smart cars, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
Have you tried the test server?
no, not yet. I just had to do so many things here. But I will try the next couple of days.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready for takeoff.
Have a good flight.
Oh, let's go. Good flight. If
Let's
you
watch.
find any error black box, please notify me and give me a screenshot.
Yeah. Will do. I mean, Nicolas, I can show you the switches, how to display the VOR. I mean, I can do that. Hey, Sanders, sorry for the late call out. Sanders, how are you? And positive rate? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, people have some methods to fly that circling approach. Sarah, okay, Jolene, okay, much appreciated. Sarah, okay, so have a look. So Nicolas, I strongly advise you watch my video on YouTube. So on the live streams, there's the saved video on demands where we flew to Sierra Echo Romeo Oscar. And there I did fly the VOR approach in raw data. And that was an arc approach. So I explained how I would fly that. So for today, for example, you would go into the RATNAV. I've set Quito. And there you would obviously have well, I don't need a reference radar here anyways, but you can go into the VOR rose mode. So if you go to this setting here, VOR rose, you get this indication. Now it does help obviously if you have an inbound call. So let's say it was 180, right? So you can see here that's the direct line to the VOR, right? The triangle shows you that's the direction of the VOR. That's the distance from the VOR. So when you enter, you have a radial displayed where you should start turning to get to the arc. And then what you do, you put that needle pretty much onto the 90-degree marker. So you see that little white triangles there? Let me just screw it more. All right, so you put the white needle onto that triangle there, 90 degrees, right? Perpendicular. So thank you much, Bruno. So that's how you know you're then flying exactly perpendicular to that arc. However, now you have to continuously adjust the heading or the track of the aircraft so that you keep your assigned distance from that station, right? So if it's, let's say, 10 miles, you would try to get a heading so that the needle shows a little bit below that triangle, right? If it's this side, it would be this side below. So that way you'd be flying a little bit towards the station. However, because of the arc, you're literally staying on the same distance. So then as you fly along, that needle will move up again to about just above that little triangle. And then you adjust the track again to get that needle back below that triangle. And it's just continuously done that way. If you are too far away from the station, so let's say we're at 11 miles, but we want to be at 10 miles, then you have to be putting that needle a little bit more below that 90 degree, right? So that the aircraft gets a chance to close in on that radial. And then it would just be below that, and the maximum would be at the triangle, and just keep that below until you hit the 10 miles again. The opposite way, if you are at 9 miles, let's say, but you have to be at 10, you have to get away from the station again, so then you keep that needle a little bit above that. Oh, no, hang on. Disregard. It's the other way around. So if that's above that, then you're flying towards it. Yeah, my fast is clogging my brain. So yeah, make sure that if you want to get closer, that needle is above. If you're too close, you want to get further away. Then you put that needle below. Right. But like I said, I demonstrated that in that flight to Sierra Echo Romeo the other day. So have a look at that. That will help you. So that's all done. Doors closed. Let's do a quick checklist. So we have the gear pins covers removed. Fuel quantity is at 5,000 kilograms balanced. Seatbelts not on yet. Test. Seatbelts on. ADIRS. Enough. And we have the Baro Ref 1013 set. So the before start items. Beacon on. Fuel pumps on. Calling for pushback. Oh, sorry. Initialized. So that's done, that's done. TCAS, not TCAS, transponder. Before start checklist, parking brake is set.
We are ready for
Takeoff
pushback.
speed thrust 132, 132, 136, flex 52. Beacon is on. And that's the before start checklist complete.
Enjoy clear skies at this flight.
Nice.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Not ready yet. I thought I missed a call, but guess I didn't. That looks proper, doesn't it? What's happening? Why isn't she saying release parking brake? Let's interrupt that. No. What's happening? Astraeo, you landed the 350. No, it's supposed to actually be quite floaty. Oh, what am I missing here in the Phoenix? Why isn't it pushing back? Let's restart Quattro.
I'm really using expedite button black box.
Okay, cool.
So you can get over the flight level 250.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. So West Europe, yeah. Correct. That's the server, yeah. Absolutely correct.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Caramba.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah. And? Maybe I'm not being patient enough again. Test.
Locking gear.
Ah, okay, that's a progress. Let's do that. And then what we can do is... Yeah, we'll go this way. Guess we just have to wait for the other aircraft. Unless you can taxi out the other way, then we should be fine.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
No, he's fine. He can't go the other way there. That's good. All right, let's release.
Commencing push.
Let's start pushback.
All engines clear.
Muchas
Start at
gracias. Right, let's do ignition start. Fuel pumps are on. We have good pressure. Starting engine 1. Oh yeah, so I actually asked my colleagues when I was flying on the jump seat, on the 319 jump seat from Bremen to Frankfurt the other day, and asked them if they had new procedures regarding starting engines, and they said no. So the starting engine 1 isn't done everywhere, it seems.
Recommended by Airbus and its company procedure. I don't know.
Yeah, it's for people saying, "Oh no, they've done that pretty much everywhere now," but no, not everywhere.
The flight level 250 is a very good idea because we do fly exactly over the tops of Cotopaxi, which is a very high volcano here.
Yeah,
6,000 meters.
I saw that on the map. I thought, 200 could be a bit low.
I got 250 with expedite mode.
Does sound nice, not gonna lie. They did a good job with the sounds here. I also love how the sounds change as you move through the cabin. Very nice feature as well. Yeah, I'm not saying that they never will change, but at least I can say that 2 weeks ago they hadn't changed it at that time. Right, let's go. Oh, hang on, I need to set park brakes. Oh.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
So flips
Unlocking
1.
gear.
APU. That. Okay. Flaps already set. Flight controls. And the rudder. So now just waiting for the all clear.
Disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Remove it. Gracias.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Lovely accent. All right. So external NVIDIA frame gen. Okay, external NVIDIA frame gen. I've never heard about that. Is that how the program is called, or? All right, all clear is given. Let's read the next checklist. We have no. I want to have that. So after start, anti-ice off. Ecom status is checked. Pitch trim up 0.1 and brother trim neutral. And that's the after start checklist. So status is checked. After start checklist completed. Let's go.
Does fast photopaxi, and it feels like you can pick flowers from the top of the volcano.
Okay.
So close it was.
Looking forward to the view.
Yeah.
Brake check. Brakes are working. Okay, hello. So cabin is ready. Max. That. Let's check the left-hand side. Make sure there's nobody coming from the left. Alrighty. Good. Nice. Hey Dustin, Dankeschön. Ich hoffe, dir geht's gut. Wow, lots of uphill that slope there, good God. That can't be right. But this is a mod, right? So this is Quito has a handcrafted airport, and somebody just put a mod over it. But we know that sometimes these handcrafted airports from Osobo, nah, they're somewhat meh. Oh, where I'm going? Oh no, I went the wrong way, didn't I? I thought the next one was the runway. That's what it. Right. So little tour of the airport. As you can see here, we are near the looks like maintenance section. Right. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this. I think it's a very pretty part of the airport, and of course, I wanted to show you the the extreme. Just look at the dangerous downslope here. That's what I'm going to demonstrate to you guys. So if you're ever here in Quito, then you know what to look out for. Yeah, Matt, looking at the what is taxiing over there? Oh, and yeah, it looked like this was the runway, but no. I mean, yeah, I could have the taxi chart open. Yeah, someone's going the opposite way. That could be interesting. So we'll just follow that aircraft. Wow, that's an interesting slope.
I actually got stuck on that slope going uphill.
Okay. Ben just says Quito is not on his to-do list. What? I'm shocked. Right, now we've got to almost set takeoff power. No, but seriously, Quito is a fantastic airport to fly into. Very challenging. Cool, let's do the... I think it's called taxi checklist here. Taxi checklist. Flight controls checked. Flap setting config 1+F. Radar PWS is on and auto. We have engine mode selector normal. Incoming mode takeoff no blue. And that is taxi check is complete. So the whole preparations, and I think even the taxi times, like longer than the flight time. So all I'm going to talk about later, guys, is how we fly the circling. So I already told you the circling height, etc. How we do the timing, but we'll set up something in the FMS with the fixed page to help us with the timing and the tracking. But yeah, the real challenge will be flying it.
You need to hurry up because the cruise flight phase is only about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm already at the top of descent.
Well, I've already told you, it's 2.5 miles, and then you start a stopwatch exactly at beam the threshold of the landing threshold, and then you have, if you're flying at the, what was it, 5,400 or something, then you have 3 seconds per 100 feet, 100 feet, so that's about 54 seconds outbound if there's no wind. And then once the time is up, oh yeah, and you fly outbound with config, let me see, config, so you're going to be config 1 initially, then just prior to, oi, that's cheeky, just prior to reaching the beam point, so before you start the chrono, put flaps 2, and then you go outbound for 54 seconds and flaps 2, slowly reduce the speed, and then when the time is up, you go base, gear down, flaps 3, flaps 4, final. He's like completely disrespecting all traffic here, like seriously. All right, we'll just ignore him.
Maybe he can't see any one of you.
That could be the case, yeah. Yeah, and then obviously when you're on base, you need to pick up the PAPI lights as soon as possible. What you could also do is get a maybe 2 mile ring around the threshold on the nav display.
I did so.
And then you have to be 600 feet above the airport at that point.
And the bad news is no of the both runway directions has puppies.
Okay, well that makes it a little bit more challenging.
Yeah. And the runway is only 2,500 feet. Elevation 3,300 feet runway elevation.
I mean, it's not that short from 319 or 320. It's all right. I mean, Bremen has 2,000 meters, and we land there.
The altitude is high.
Yeah, 3,000. I think it's a little bit higher than normal, but it shouldn't be that bad. I mean, it does matter a little bit, yes, but not as much as here in Quito or in Mexico, for example, or Bogota.
Yeah.
So let's put that on. Right, lineup checklist, runway 36 full length, TCAS TARA, and the packs remain on, and that's the...
Would it be a good idea to do a APU on takeoff?
No,
High
here
altitude?
no, here in the 320 you can do packs off takeoff. The 320 is fairly tight, so...
I mean APU on takeoff.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but you mean so that you don't need the engine bleed. I mean, you can do, it's not wrong, but I think it's not really necessary. Let me just have a look here. Where's my flight stick? Oh, one of my cats is shouting below. Right, hang on. We're going to get there. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty, we are ready to go here. So let's get that off. Approach sector is clear. the runway is... How can a runway be too long? I mean, a runway is long or runway is short, but too long? I mean, the reason why it's so long is because heavy aircraft land here. And it's a very high elevation airport, so you have a high true airspeed, high ground speed. Yeah, why am I not in the right notch here? No, let's do toga. Seems like I have to recalibrate my throttles here. Toga set, thrust set. Chrono is on. Here's 100 knots. P1, rotate. This cat is killing me. What? I'm flying. I can't let you out now.
Cockpit.
Right, thrust climb, auto thrust. No, the cat is definitely not respecting the sterile cockpit. Absolutely not.
Cat is the first officer.
Need a cat cam. The thing is, though, the cat doesn't... he doesn't really want to stay in my room here. So, what's happening to my viewpoints here? Hmm? No, okay. Can't change the zooming outside. Oh, because maybe... Hang on. Yeah, drone camera. Let's try that. There we go. I'll show the beautiful countryside here. That's incredible. Oh yeah, he definitely wants to distract me. Yeah, absolutely. Lord, we're a bit above 10,000 feet, so it wants to accelerate. So what we will do is we're going to go put that to about green dot, because we need to climb fast. We need to get up. 18,000 there.
Press expedite button.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm still with flaps out and only 160 knots, so I want to be at least at green dot before I press that button.
Yeah, it does the same. I pressed the button immediately after takeoff and it accelerated to the green dot and retracted the flaps. And then it stayed at green dot and climbed very fast.
So we do that. So expedite climb now. One of the very rare cases where you would press that button. And Brendel is correct. So if you do that, it'll jump to the green dot speed automatically, which is actually a nice feature.
Yeah.
Should have changed the speed limit. Yeah, I should have. Lazy pilot.
What would you change the speed limit?
There's a setting in the MCU of the A320, flap 0, where you can pre-select a climb speed, so that it doesn't go to 250. So once it goes into the acceleration phase, it'll do the speed that you entered in the MCU. So we got the flaps up. Let's do the rest. Well, we're still climbing a bit steeply here at 10-degree pitch up, so seatbelts remain on. But, I mean, we can start do the rest of the items. It's a short flight, like I said, so... Oh, I tell you what, for that short flight, we're going to leave everybody seated anyways. No service. Sorry.
Nice flight for the flight attendants.
Yeah. Actually had that IRL flying from Frankfurt to Stuttgart. And it was departure 18, landing 07. Flight time was about 18 minutes.
With passengers?
Yeah, with passengers. And so I said to the crew, you remain seated, no service. With the welcoming announcement, I told the passengers, unfortunately, good and bad news. Good news, we'll reach Stuttgart in 18 minutes. Bad news, you're not going to have any drinks or food. So that was the hard truth. Because Ogan, I had problems with SimToolkit Pro. It for some reason it kept disconnecting from the sim, so it didn't have the correct speeds and the correct vertical speed indication. So that's why I switched to it. Wow, we're just barely making 18,000 here. I mean, we are making it, but oh, cat, he's so persistent. Meow meow. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, but I don't have time. I'm flying. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. He's so shy. I can't show him. He runs off. As soon as I make any gesture trying to pick him up, he runs off. And let him fly. Yeah, good idea. Right, we've got the 18,000. So what we're going to do now is just press on the Alt knob, get climb again. Let the aircraft accelerate. Yoda is so weird. So we've got two cats, right? One male, one female. The male, even if it's like -5 degrees outside, he will go outside. He will continue meowing until you let him outside. He just hates being inside during the night. And the female, nah, initially she goes, nah, not yet. And then she waits until you fall asleep. And then she comes meowing in front of your door. It's so annoying. Actually, no, hang on. Let's leave the seatbelts on this one. And just one more thing regarding company. They are trolls. Yeah, absolutely. I can confirm. Troll cats, the worst. No, actually, they're actually really nice, lovely cats, but in some cases they can be somewhat aggravating. Oh, really? Does EasyJet do that, Ben? Right, so I'm on 2020 right now, yeah. Sakura, sorry for the late answer, yeah. Unfortunately, here in Ecuador, there is no high-res ground data available. Government has not allowed Microsoft to get pictures here. But yeah, you're right. What amazing flyby of the volcano there at 25,000 feet.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel.
Hey Prosos, how are you?
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight.
Is the cat bilingual? No. I have a feeling it's like non-lingual. Cats are like, you can tell them what you want, they don't understand you. Right? I don't know. Some people think you can train cats. I disagree. You can't train cats. Why isn't that showing up? Hang on. Is it not bright enough? Why is that? Oh, now it's... Oh, look at that. So visually we are clearing that. But that looks like it's at the same altitude. It's a rain map, drunken, yeah. Yeah, so near the mountain, yeah. It's a shame it's not really high res. Oh yeah, okay, so the paw trick, yeah. The paw trick for treats, yeah, okay, that works with our cat as well, but that's pretty much it. But anything else, any voice commands, no way do they understand that. Wow, imagine being a passenger here and just see that volcano whiz by. Wow, what a view. Crazy.
I wonder why they put the route so close to the volcano. Why don't they just offset it by 5 more miles, make it just a little bit safer?
But is that official airway? I think we just... Oh, no, you're right. It's the departure route. You're right. Yeah, that is how... Yeah, look at that. That is how it's planned. I agree. I'm surprised as well because, I mean, it tells you to be above 180 at FPEC and then 250 above at KTOM, but, I mean... En route? And if you're, like, at 19,000 going towards that mountain, you're going to get a GPWS. Hey, SFO Milk, hello. Yeah, you wouldn't feel that comfortable flying that close, but I agree. It's weird they didn't plan. You know, if you do a couple miles further to the west, it looks like they have a valley there. Yeah, strange. I don't know. Yeah, Senshai, exactly. So maybe they do it for the passengers, so that you have a nice view. Good. I already have to prepare for the approach, so let's do the quick planning here. So we got 1013. It'll be 15 degrees, no wind. The minimum for the circling was 5,300. So then we're going to go into the fix page. We're going to put Sierra Echo Mike Charlie, and then it is runway 02. And so outbound is going to be 194. And then I want a 2-mile radius and a 3-mile radius. And then I want another one. To get the beam position. So that would be that would be 104. And let's have a look how that looks. There we go. So we come down, we break off, try to get a 2.5 mile offset. That's the beam point here. Start timer, and then on the way back, we want to make sure that we are at 600 feet at the 2-mile distance there. Where's my other ring gone? Oh, that's radial. Disregard. Yeah, that's Airbus. You can only do 1 distance ring per fixed page. And there we go. So if you're wondering about circling approaches, we've got procedures, 320, hang on, normal. Circling approach here. So it tells exactly how you would fly this. I mean, but that's for low-level circling. I mean, that's what we're doing today. Really, is more a visual approach. So I would say go with the visual approach chart here, and that tells you then exactly, yeah, how you fly that. Right, even tells you outbound timing, the configs. So we're going to fly it exactly that way. All right, let's start descending. Let's go down to level 100. speed descent out blue 100. Mighty Morph? I don't know. No, normally, you know, safety goes above all. And I honestly think as well, having the aircraft go by this close, the volcano that we saw on the departure route, I don't know. You know, the thing is sometimes with nav inaccuracies or maybe, you know, deviations from the flight path regarding avoidance, thunderstorm avoidance. So whenever you can achieve a larger offset to such high obstacles, I mean, you know, and they have the option there, right? I mean, it is doable. Circle as you go down approaches here. So the important thing is obviously in a circling approach, you need to be visual with the runway once you are at the minimums. And then I would also go with like 2 miles. So I break off so that I know that I can easily get to the 2 mile offset or 2.5 mile offset. And you're wondering, what about why 2.5 miles? Well, that's just the way these approaches are planned. And you know, it's not exactly 2.5 in every instance, but that gives you enough buffer on the base to go base, even with some tailwind. You know, get wings level for a couple of seconds, look at the runway, look at the parpies, and then decide, you know, if you're on profile or if you're high or low in the approach. So that's just, you know, that's just the whole well, geometry of the approach, really. Maybe then use that departure IRL. I don't know, Daniel. Hey, Captain Langer, nice to see you. Long time no see. Doing well. How are you? So I'm going to put the speed brakes out. I'm going to start reducing the speed with the speed brakes here. So the good thing is here on the A319, the speed brakes come out fully. Opposite to the, I mean, with the autopilot engaged, opposite to the 320, where it only comes out half, pretty much. You got up at 6 a.m. Oh, okay, Captain Andra. I feel for you. Yeah, getting up early. It does hurt sometimes. Transition is 7,000 feet, which is quite low. What do you mean enter destination data? I did that. Config full is all in. No, in 2020. I rarely use 2024 because for me, performance just still isn't quite there yet. And I did some testing today because some people were saying, hey, I got much more or better FPS in 2024, and I said, no, I don't. And I made some screenshots and I proved my point. For me, with the same settings as people were claiming, I did not get this, you know, higher FPS in 2024. However, the big difference is to the other people, I'm using 4K, and it could be that Microsoft 2024 is not really liking 4K. Just a guess. Well, SU1 is in beta. I'm running the beta, but I again, I don't have better FPS in 2024. So we got level 100 or above there, 500 feet high in the profile. Really struggling to get down. Now for the VOR approach, we still have to tune the VOR, Mike Sierra Victor. And the inbound radial. Inbound radial is 198. Right, identified. Cool. That's fine. Right, we're on path. Speed brakes back in. Speed is going managed. And lights coming on. Seatbelts are on. We can't read the checklist yet because we have not switched to QNH yet. Okay, Nate, yeah, understand. Gonzo, well, so this there's an app called Flow app from Parallel 42, the same guys that are currently making the chase plane camera app. This here is called a widget, and the widgets are available in the Pro version. So it's a payware. There's a free version of the Flow app, and there's a payware version. And so to be able to use these, you would have to have the Pro app, but then you can get these without any charge from our Discord server in the Flight Sim help section. Senshai here, one of my modders here on Twitch, he's the one that designed this. And but you know, you can also get the airport infos with a toolbar app we have in the download section of Discord, and then on the website we have the infos. Talking about the website now, Brennelt did a huge amount of work over the last couple of weeks and months regarding our website, One National Airways website. So it was programmed with a code, HTML something, I think it was.
Very old version, 5.6.
Yeah. So obviously it's coming to its end of its life cycle and the supports, and so Brennelt had to get everything moved over to the newest standard, and so he's spent a lot of hours, many hours to get this over, and the new website will be launched in about 2 to 3 weeks.
Yes.
I mean, it's the same website, but it is going to run like on a new profile, and I don't know, is it going to be faster, Brennelt, or any other advantages then?
I think you will not recognize it. It's almost the same.
Okay.
But I have a new tool then. When I publish it, I have a new tool, and I will publish this as well. Cool.
Excellent. So, Brennelt, thank you so much from me, and I'm sure from the community, for all your hard work, Brennelt.
Thank you very much.
Big round of applause for that. I mean, that's the thing. There's just, you know, so many things I guess people can't appreciate because they don't know how much work goes into that. But yeah, knowing I've done some website designing some years ago. I know how much work it is. So having people in the community like Senshai, like Brennelt, and then many others that have helped. My moderators, many of my moderators, are helping out greatly. Being present in the Discord, being present here on stream. There's a lot of hard work, and it's not paid. So they do that, in their free time, without pay, and and this is what makes the community so great. So a big thank you to everyone involved and supporting.
So I'm just landed.
Okay.
2 minutes ago.
Excellent. And how was it?
Yeah, it is really difficult. In the first moment, I was way too high and too fast, and I had to go around and did another pattern, and then it was much better. But the runway is a bit narrow, so I have the imagination I'm way too high and so, and there is no puppy, and there is a building very close to the runway. You will see it after landing. Do you have a addon?
Not sure, no.
Yeah.
Probably not. Yeah, good point that you point out there with regarding the 30 meter runway width. And as always, that does give you the illusion you're too high.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and I was really too high and fast because I misjudged the descent I had to do during the 180-degree turn. So I came too high out of the 180-degree turn, and I didn't made it then.
Yeah, no, understand. All right, let's throw the gear. We're coming in high. Well, not high, but we're coming fast. So the final descent out of the 5.4. Well, to be honest, I'm going to send down to 5,300 here. The pattern. Also, I'm going to switch to track FPA, and that way I can already pre-dial the break-off angle, and so we're going to switch that to nav mode so that I can see the 2.5 mile range. Flaps 2, speed check, flaps 2, speed brakes coming in. Diamando, we've got many friends that fly on these group flights. So I think it was like 6-7 people flying along today. Yeah, and someone, sorry, so Captain, who was writing that earlier, Captain Wilco, I'm sorry that you didn't see anyone. Sometimes it is a problem for people to... No, this is the Microsoft server, Outstar. Let's do 170 knots here.
100 above.
Yeah, runway's inside. Yeah, did you have all the settings, Captain Wilco, regarding you know, model matching, etc., so that you can see other traffic and data on? Right, let's get the flight director off. Everything was on. Yeah, I have the issue sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes I do have the issue as well. Right, I'm going to start breaking off here. So I'm going to put the track pointer to somewhere. Actually, I'm going to want to be a beam. I want to be 2.5 miles a bit earlier.
Minimum.
That minimum call out. If I take out the minimum, hang on. Does that then stop that? I hope so. I'm going to arm the spoilers already because things are getting very, very busy in a few seconds. Yeah, cabin is ready. Thank you. So we can see 2.5 is here. We'll be making it just prior to getting a beam here. And so a beam, I'm going to start the chrono, and we fly outbound for 54 seconds. So we're slowly getting... Yeah.
In the Airbus, I always miss the 5 miles range setting for the
yeah, that's true.
display.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true. So 3,500 feet roughly. So I want to be 4,100 there. So we're slowly getting to a beam position. If I look here, there's the runway. Yeah, a beam, chrono.
How many seconds?
54.
Okay.
Well, it's not quite a... Yeah, I have the Windwing MCP. Yeah, I do have that. No, not the MCP. So the FCU. Was it MCP on there? I forgot. So yeah, the panel. Right, the autopilot panel. I have that from Winwing. Yeah, correct. Let's quickly read the approach checklist. Bar ref 1013 set. Seatbelts on. We have minimum visual set. Auto brake is medium. Engine mode selector is normal. And that's the approach checklist complete. Right, we've got 47, 48. Speed's coming managed. 50, 54. Autopilot off. We turn. We maintain altitude for now. Now, normally we would load the gear at this point, not earlier, but I had to get down. I had to add a bit more drag. So now we go flaps 3, speed check, flaps 3, and flaps 4, speed check, flaps 4. I'll leave the auto throttle in for now. And now we're going to start our descent. So again, we're aiming for 4,100 there.
Terrain ahead.
Disregard.
Pull up.
So let's go a beam. There's the runway. Let's keep descending. Really have to force that into... We'll leave 5-3 for the missed approach. So now I'm going to start final. Also on the Boeing aircraft, you have that that turn indication, the turn arc, which really helps you align the aircraft on final. So let's keep coming down. Let's keep coming down. Come on, don't climb. Oh, there's the runway. Manual thrust. Oh, that's way early with the turn here. 1,000 checked. So again, this circle, 2 miles, 600 feet above the ground. Getting there. Should be on path. Famous last words. But again, the whole runway width is a lot smaller, so
1,000.
everything just looks a lot different. 1,000 checked. But I would say, unless we get an updraft again, come on.
500.
Why is it pulling the nose up?
400.
Weird. Now we get a bit of crosswind from the rear.
200.
It's really weird. It's bumping my controls for some reason. A bit
50,
slow.
40, 30, 20, retard.
Oh. Wow, has something changed with the flight controls? I was a bit slow at the end, but still, I mean, really weird behavior with the pitch inputs. Alright, 30 meters isn't really that wide, but we'll try.
Maybe you are used to flaps now, and FENIX is a bit different.
No, I mean the aircraft pitched up really weirdly, up and down, ever so slightly, without any inputs in the yoke, in the joystick.
Hmm.
It looks like land on a road, yeah.
Thermals also?
No, not really. That was more from the flight controls.
Okay. We need to park here a bit packed black box, otherwise we don't have enough space for all the aircraft.
Okay. So, well, but that's how you fly the circling. Only thing I would criticize is the turn to final. That was a bit early. But otherwise, yeah, I see what you mean. Tight parking here. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, right, the fuel box. Was it air? Air? Okay. Not fuel. here. Fantastic. Cool.
I mean, this airport is not made for Airbuses. I guess the maximum here would be a King Air or so, but it's just for entertainment.
Yeah. I've got the latest versions. I just checked like 2 or 3 days ago with the FENIX. That was a known bug. Okay. Oops. GP. Has someone unlearned to land the Airbus? Yeah, well, at least I have a good excuse.
MA is the final.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, so I missed, just slightly missed the runway. No big deal.
No deal.
And
maybe there's a different scenery.
Yeah, it could be. The thing is, though, I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't put a hangar right next to the runway. The real airport.
No.
And then also put a taxi line straight through it, through the wall.
Yeah. Oh, weird. Yeah, interesting airport. Nice challenging approach. I'm not sure what aircraft fly here IRL.
Like I said, maybe maximum a King Air or so.
Yeah.
A long runway, but a narrow runway.
Yeah, that's true. How do you get the sound bar? I don't know. That must be a new thing because I did not activate that manually. But yeah, it's weird how that suddenly appears. Nate, thanks so much for watching. Yeah, looking forward to... I'll be streaming a couple of times before we go to Leelstad. So I'll see you maybe next stream. Oh yeah, next stream, in case you are interested, the next stream is planned now for Thursday. Originally, I'd planned for Wednesday, but I'm not going to be able to make it on Wednesday. So I had to move to Thursday. So Thursday at 1800 UTC is the next stream. Right. As always, Brendan, thank you very much for organizing the group flight.
You're welcome.
And guess Brendan will be seeing you after your holiday.
Yeah, maybe. I will go on vacation at Friday or Saturday. I don't think we can do a group flight before.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
And then yeah, have a great holiday, and then I'll see you back nice and relaxed afterwards.
And have a nice time at this Flight Sim Expo there.
Well, when are you back, Brendan?
I don't know exactly. 16th of March.
Ah, okay, there we go. So yeah, 15th, 16th is when we have that that event.
No.
And then yeah, okay. So they'll see you afterwards, and yeah, stay safe, stay well, and thank you so much, everyone, for watching. See you soon. Good night.